Some things I will not be able to
Yes,
say just
yes.
to protect them. So I got born again as a teenager, became pastor at the age of 21. I got married in 1997. Now, the person I got married to, I was her third husband.
Wow.
So this information is coming to the public domain for the first time. Because when you said this, I said, this man one day will bring out all these things. Say, but let's go and see how we can help people. Because when people don't know stories,
Yes.
you know, a lot of people, I just kept quiet. I lost friends. I lost people. I lost all kinds. And people didn't know. And God said, keep quiet. I will fight for you. I will vindicate you. Because I'm like, I'm a victim here.
Yes.
You know, I'm a victim. What's all this? And then I realized that all this, when they say wounded soldier, we don't know how to take care of wounded soldier.
At all.
So I met this wonderful, amazing daughter of Zion. And when I met with her, we started up as business partners and friends. And as business partners, I did not know much about a personal level.
Shalom, people of God. Welcome to the Narrow Way Christian Network, a place for biblical truth, faith, and Christian living. May God's word guide you today. Today, what are we looking at? We are listening to Pastor Emmanuel Olumide. You know this favorite pastor of ours, Pastor Emmanuel Olumide. Now, so for those of you who do not know Pastor Emmanuel Olumide, he is the president of Truth of Calvary Ministries and the senior pastor overseer of Calvary Bible Church in Lagos, Nigeria. That's one of the fastest growing churches in Nigeria. Now, he's often called the common sense guru because he teaches on faith, prosperity, relationship, leadership, and world creation, which is a strong point, both from the pulpit and through media platforms. Now, he has done ministry for quite a while and he's all over now. He shares a very interesting story today. We are all aware that he has broken up with the wife. He has divorced the wife. Okay, they've kind of separated, a real divorce, and he has now, for the first time, come out. There is a reason why I'm laughing. When you start watching this video, you would laugh. Saying the first time he has come out to explain why he loved the marriage. Trust you me. Have you ever been slapped by your wife before? Okay, so this Pastor Emmanuel saying that the wife slapped him 6 times on 6 occasions. The wife slapped him, and then if he hadn't left the marriage. You see, there are a lot of men of God who are suffering domestic violence. You, it's the truth. But then they can't voice out. Why? Because these are men of God and people look up to them. So it's not only women who are going through domestic violence. There are a lot of men of God who are going through domestic violence. I don't know how this should be dealt with by the church and by the Christian um, kingdom. If you have any idea, I just don't know. I've been thinking through this. Should a man of God leave a relationship based on abuse? Like, I don't know. I don't know what you make of this thing, but please leave your comment. This is Narrow Christian Network. Please, please, please support us by subscribing to this channel and liking this video. Now let's go and listen to Pastor Emmanuel. Thank you for watching.
Some things I will not be able to
Yes,
say just
yes.
to protect them. So I got born again as a teenager, became pastor at the age of 21. I got married in 1997. Now, the person I got married to, I was her third husband.
Wow.
So this information is coming to the public domain for the first time. Because when you said this, I said, this man one day will bring out all these things. Say, but let's go and see how we can help people. Because when people don't know stories,
Yes.
you know, a lot of people, I just kept quiet. I lost friends. I lost people. I lost all kinds. And people didn't know. And God said, keep quiet. I will fight for you. I will vindicate you. Because I'm like, I'm a victim here.
Yes.
You know, I'm a victim. What's all this? And then I realized that all this, when they say wounded soldier, we don't know how to take care of wounded soldier.
At all.
So I met this wonderful, amazing daughter of Zion. And when I met with her, we started up as business partners and friends. And as business partners, I did not know much about a personal level. And then when we came in contact with each other and it was time to get married and I proposed to her, so we met. And in courtship, and I began to, I said, come, so who are you? That's when she now told me, okay, I'm not divorced, though, but I'm actually, I said, divorced? You mean you were married before? And she told me her story. First marriage, she got married and there was no sex, so the marriage was not consummated.
Yes.
Got married. On getting married, the guy could not perform. And when the guy could not perform, it led to, why can't you perform? Something must be wrong with you, something I did last week. So actually, the guy was having something to do with one of our chief bridesmaid, and was still getting married to her. And that came out. Of course, it led to a lot of other things. The guy shot her. So bottom line, she came out of that first
But all
marriage,
this according to her story.
according to her story.
Yes.
Yeah. So she gets out of that, and they go to do what is called a dissolution of marriage. I did my investigation. I later met the brother of the guy. I did my investigation. I had to do my due diligence. So, and I collected the certificate. I said, so you get dissolution. I went to lawyer. Which one be dissolution?
Yes, what does it mean?
That is, no, a marriage that is not consummated. That is, it's not even so. It was not consummated. So when I did my due diligence. Second marriage, they've done the normal, what do you call the traditional Nigeria, whatever. And at that one, I knew about that because I knew that she said she was going abroad to go and get married and all those stuff. And then she came back, marry again. So they were to get married. And this guy is a pastor in a major denomination here in Nigeria. And the denomination is all this holy denomination.
Yeah.
So before they could allow the guy is a pastor, to marry her, they said, look, we must be sure. So they did investigation like I was now doing. And I went back to that same church again.
Yeah.
I booked an appointment. It took me to see that GO say, come, this person said,
Yes.
you are aware of this. And they said, yeah, that they did that. So I did my due diligence because I don't believe in all this judgment. So I said, okay, my first one, second one, these are none of your faults. It's not as if you did anything wrong.
Yeah.
So the second one.
So let's pause. Hold on.
Yeah.
So what this means is that, because we're going to get to that towards the end, but I just want to mention it. If somebody's going to remarry after a divorce or marry a divorcee, there are certain things they need to do, right? Yeah. So we'll get to that. I just wanted to mention that. So at the end, we'll address that.
Yeah. So she goes there. And the guy is, before she left, she has a business. So before she leaves, the guy said, don't worry, when you come, we'll still be doing your business. And then she gets there and the guy shifts the goalpost. Number one, you have to shut down your business in Nigeria. Number two, my sister said they went to consult one prophet and they said you cannot have a child. So since we have done traditional, you need to get pregnant
before we go
ahead to the next level. I said, no, I can't do that. So, and that's how she came back. That's how the second one. So these are the stories. So now, in what way has she done anything wrong? That
she deserves to suffer, yes.
That she deserves to suffer and not be blessed by a good man like Olumide. Do you understand now? So I show up and I hear all these things. And by virtue of my own experience, by virtue of my journey with God, I knew that, no, she's not that. I prayed that I knew, and we went ahead and got into the relationship. But the very minute the relationship started, I started noticing things. I realized that she was in the prison of her past. I realized that insecurity was a major issue. I realized that our experience has damaged her and she was not yet healed from that. But trauma. By virtue of the fact that this is my area, I knew what to do. I could help her, but she took succor in religion. Because she was doing all these prayer points. Well, I need to make it public that we actually got married in MFM. So, to let you know the kind of, so I need to be public. I got married to her in MFM.
Yeah.
The G of MFM is involved, in all these things. So, to understand, so she was prayer, 100 prayer points, 200 prayer points. I say, I believe in prayer. But what you need is not prayer that will solve it. So that becomes like, what do you mean? No, we have been around. We have been prayer. This one is not about prayer. You need help. You need help. You need help. And it was like, oh, no. So at a point, there are some things she did that I was like, wow. And like you say, don't let your next suffer for the sin of your ex. I'm like, wow. This is the way. And I said, look, I love you. I believe it's of God. But this one, it can't work. Because, I'm the one speaking now. She's not yet to speak for herself. So I don't want to say things that will make it seem as if you're trying to denigrate somebody. But she did something that was like, wow, it was a high level of abuse. And I'm like, what? You mean, no, I can't take this. That if that's the case, let me just move on with my life and all this. All this is before marriage. Before marriage. Oh, later on, I'm sorry. So went ahead. On wedding day, she walked out of the wedding.
Wow.
Because people don't know these stories. But I just want to use it to help people.
Yeah.
It's my story to share. And I'm doing it for the first time openly, globally. I don't know why, but I believe it's just God that wants us to. So now she walked out of the wedding. There are people that were there. And why did she walk out of the wedding? To see where religion destroys people's life. We didn't do, of course, I've preached it. I don't do reception. I don't do it. It's a waste of money.
Yes.
Wedding gown and all those things. So I'm the firstborn of my family. So my parents are saying, you are the firstborn. And my mother will go, Mommy, so I can't do what I don't have because I have learned a lot of things by virtue of my own work. I've seen the fathers, all these people, because I was the director of mission for Maurice Olo from 1992. All the fathers of faith, I was in meetings with them, sitting down as the secretary, typing and hearing the things that they don't say on the pulpit. So before I ever got married, I already knew that my children must be born in America. It was already a software inside me. So I said, look, so that was my own vision, American Peking. so that at least they will get American passport out. So we don't born picking for Americans
Yeah,
since
long ago.
1990. So
Yeah, when it
although
wasn't, no.
we are the one that started about plan, because that was what I saw that many of the fathers were talking behind the scene. So that was my own focus. So when they say you are the firstborn, we have to do reception. I said, no problem, you can do. We'll come and visit you people.
Yes.
That was what we went to do. And as we were coming in, my mother came out and, hey, our wife has come. Oh. She just flipped. No, mommy, I'm not your wife. I'm my husband's wife. Upbringing, culture, messages. That's the way they say, they will not say our wife. You will now become Yawole, a wife of a compound, and they will now pour water for you to match on evil water. So my mom said, no, this is Jesus' house. There's no evil water here. No. But I felt like, what's this? Before people, you are just coming to them. So when we got this, I said, why what they do you now? Which evil water? I be man of God. You be woman of God. This is a Christian. Which one be? Our wife is just a Christian. No. I don't know. In fact, why we here? She be wife said, I don't know. She just turned around and said, I'm leaving. She didn't spend 10 minutes there. Wedding day. Oh.
Wow.
Because people do. And she walked out.
Wow.
And of course, I said, what's that? If you leave, you know, means that they do Africa, but if you leave, my mother came to me and said, you are living here. This is not your house. Oh.
Yeah.
Now your wife has gone. You have to follow your wife. You are a man now. You are married.
Wow.
Follow your wife.
Wow.
The people that were there are still alive. That's the marriage. That's the beginning of a marriage. For the next 10 years, it was a combination of all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. And as a young man, I was 27 or 28 when I got married. As a young man, there were many things that I began to see. So when people don't understand, wisdom for single, your ministry is born out of your misery. I was doing amazingly well, campuses, and when I saw, I said, hey, you mean you can be so anointed? You can, and then you will still end up in marriage and come and fail and fail. I need to go and rescue the next generation so that I can begin to teach them practical things that church is not talking about. Yes. That's what led to wisdom for singles. That's why when people started hearing, they're like, who be this man? What kind of message? Because I was dealing with issues. If you want to marry a firstborn, you want to marry a lastborn, if you want to marry somebody that is I was dealing with real issues.
Okay, guys, so this has been one of the funniest stories we've ever presented to you on this channel. I don't know what you think of this. I'm asking again, should a man of God and can a man of God walk out of a marriage or divorce because of domestic violence? Is it biblical? Here, we just want Bible expository. We don't want you to use we want it to be biblical. This is a Christian community. Somebody might be watching it and also needs help. You understand? So, is it biblical? Can a man of God do same? Now, till next time, please keep subscribing, please keep watching, liking, commenting, and sharing our videos. Thank you, and God bless you. Shalom.